Hello and welcome to Minos. This is where you control a Minotaur in a labyrinth and you try to defeat all of the adventurers that want to plunder your depths. Yes, indeed. Now I already have a save, so I'm going to be immediately going into the game here because I've already gone through the tutorial and everything, and I can kind of explain what's going on at least a little bit. So you have two different characters. One character is the builder, where you can change how the maze looks, as well as you can construct traps. Yes, you can construct traps and do all this fiendish stuff. Now, the other character is the Minotaur himself, and he can run around your wonderful maze. You can literally, as you can see right here, I can click on the ground and he will run wherever you want him to. Now, he can actively attack enemies when they are wandering around your maze. You can see here, I can zoom in quite a lot. You can see here that we have a luring trap, and you can see from the description what it does. It lures an enemy into a dead end and deals moderate damage. It does not rearm itself. So, you know, as you see here, the device can't be rearmed during the action phase. In other words, it has one action use during that wave, and then once it's used, it's done. You can't do anything more with it, which is okay. That's absolutely fine, because we also have this, which is a buzzsaw. It deals minor damage multiple times, and it works until the charge is depleted. And basically, there are a significant amount of different traps that you can get, and I'm very much looking forward to showing those off. Hopefully we're going to be able to recover a bunch more and discover a bunch more. Kill enemies with trap devices to gather blood. Gather enough and labyrinths will reward you with a device. And you can see here, boom, we're going to use that. There it is. Look at the blood coming out of all of the wonderful vents that we have here. And here it is. Make a wish. You will receive a device. You can pick from any device unlocked in the Imaginarium. Okay, so you can see here we can get a spike trap, a buzzsaw, or a ballista. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to be getting a buzzsaw. I like the buzzsaw quite a great deal. I think the buzzsaw is really, really fun. Now, as you can see in the most recent wave, because I'm on the third wave at the moment in this level, we have these guys. Adventurers are coming in from another side. And this is where we want to prevent them from getting to. They are obviously wanting to get to Asterion's lair. You see here, enemies head for the lair. Once they reach it, they gain tracking. So tracking, this enemy knows where Asterion is, granted when enemy reaches the lair or has seen Asterion. In other words, you want to protect your Minotaur. You want your Minotaur to not get killed, because that's the entire point. They're trying to come in here and kill your Minotaur. So what we're going to do is we're going to be placing this down round about here. Boom, there it is. And you can obviously change your maze to do whatever you want it to. So for example, let's just say that I wanted to go into build mode. There we go, there's build mode. I can immediately, boom, look at that. I can take away that wall and I can create another wall around about there, and we can literally just go like this. It is completely freeform for the most part. There are some indestructible walls or permanent walls, as you can see right there. So it is not completely sandboxy, but you can do a wide variety of very, very cool things. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to Asterion, and we're going to begin the hunt. Yes, we're going to begin the hunt. Let me do that. Let me actually just place him around about there. What is this? Rubble can be rebuilt in preparation stage for 1 energy and 2 gold coins. Debris of automatic door. Okay, actually, I wouldn't mind doing that. Can I do that? I can't do that. How do I reset all? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how to do that. To acquire more devices. Yeah, so you can actually obviously spend gold to do that. I don't know how to actually repair this. Can be rebuilt in the preparation stage. I guess we'll just continue and see what happens. There we go. Never mind. All right. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine because we do have the buzzsaw here. As you can see, it's going to be doing some pretty massive damage. And it also has friendly fire. So I do have to be a little bit careful. As you can see, there we go. It's doing some damage. It does 2 damage. These guys have 4 HP. There's also a spike trap over there. The spike trap literally just kills instantly. And we also have the luring trap coming in here. As you can see, it's getting ready to absolutely... Oh, yeah. It completely disemboweled that guy. And we are now getting another buzzsaw ready. There it is. That guy's dead as well. And there is going to be one final enemy to deal with. And you can see here, he only has 2 HP remaining. Let's hope that our buzzsaw here will actually do something, and that the adventurer will get there in time before... Yep, there we go. Dead. Yep, 100%. Everyone is dead. And there you go. We've defeated Blood Offering, level up, shop, new items, and all that wonderful stuff. Yes, that's wonderful. So now we can just do this. We can do another Blood Offering right there because we have enough. And now we can discover another trap. So I think what we're going to do is, because I'm kind of wanting to kind of show you a couple of more of the other things, we're going to go for the ballista. There you go. So where shall we place the ballista? Well, we could place it anywhere we like, really. However, I think what we're going to do is we'll probably place it around about... I'm not entirely sure, actually. I feel like we should probably place it... You know what? Let's do that. Let's do something like this. Let's do that. There we go, like that. There we are. That is looking pretty nice. And now what we'll do is we'll place the ballista, and we're going to rotate it. So we want to make sure, obviously, that it fires towards the opponent rather than towards some random place. And hopefully this will work very, very nicely for us here. Now we do have a shop, more stuff available here. You can see we have 100 gold. And we also have a buckler. Now, you can get artifacts to equip on your Minotaur. Of course, you know, that's up to you if you so desire, but yes. Otherwise, pressure plate activates whatever it's linked to. There are traps, there are hidden passages, there are automatic doors, as you see right here. Closes after one enemy passes. It's very, very cool the way that this game actually does enemy interaction. It sounds... Yeah, the concept of it, you think to yourself, wow, this actually sounds really cool. And the developer manages to very easily surpass every expectation when it comes to the feeling you get when your Minotaur is kind of, you know, sneaking around and potentially actually bonking people on the head as well, because he can do that. So... very cool. You can see here, hidden passage, passable only by Asterion until tracked. Enemies reveal the passage when attacked from it or when tracking him. So in other words, he can literally pass through these various places. And you know what? I'm actually going to buy one because I want to show how it looks. I've never actually used this, so I guess we're going to find out. So this is a hidden passage. So the question is, okay, so for example, if I wanted to, what we could do is... yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do something like this. So let's play that roundabout here, and then we'll play this here, like that. And that is a hidden passage. So what he can now do is, if we select him, he can go this way. See that? He can literally go through there. And the adventurers, they do not know that that is a thing. Ah, there we go. He can actually rebuild that. Okay, I didn't realize. Haha. There we go. There's the automatic door. So that will close after one enemy goes through it. That's very, very nice. And I believe, are we getting... yeah, we're getting the same adventurers. Yes, we're getting... yeah, that's absolutely fine. All right. Okay, so yeah, let's begin the hunt once again. Let's do it. All right, so how are we doing here? Okay, so... dangerous only in larger groups, as you can see right there. Risky. What? Oh, wait a minute. If it comes to combat, this group will deal a lot of damage to Asterion. Well, that's not going to happen, of course. Oh, no! Oh, dear. Okay, oh, that's a bit of a problem. I did not realize... where did they come from? They came from over there. That is bad. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to restore ourselves. I am literally almost dead. I did not realize that they were going to come from here. I didn't see that. Okay, my bad. My bad. I should have known, shouldn't I? Okay, well, the ballista has already shot once. I believe these guys are probably going to die from the buzzsaw. Yeah, it would have been very, very painful if we had died there. This is the final wave after all. I hope that we'll be able to get our HP back once we have completed this wave. Hopefully we will be, because it is a bit of a roguelike as well, by the way. It is a bit of a roguelike, so you do have to, you know, be a little bit careful with that. And let's see, there we go. We're getting a little bit of a level as well, or should we say half of a level almost. And there you go. Your gold transmutes into gems. We get a little bit of extra gem as well.
A message for Asterion. Message for Asterion.
Hermes, here. Approach the statue, Asterion.
Asterion, I am here to relay a message for you.
How can this be? You were dead, Asterion. You were supposed to be dead. But perhaps this labyrinth is a living death for you. Buried, suffocating, helpless to steal Crete's throne from me.
That's all. Farewell, Asterion.
Father, what does he mean? What throne?
Oh, my poor boy. You are not mine. Not by blood. Minos, the tyrant king. You are his greatest shame. A son. Ill-begotten and cast away.
Why? Why did you not tell me? How could you do this?
The truth would cost you your life. And life was all I had left to give you.
Down here with the rats and the worms is no life at all. I'm going home, Daedalus. One way or another.
Indeed, there was a way, but the cost would be terrible beyond words.
And there it is. Yes, a little bit of the story there, and I actually very, very much love that. Okay, so here we go. We can now get a nice little tent. There you go, and that's going to get us our full HP back and everything, and we can go over here to the Imaginarium, which will allow us to spend our gems and unlock new devices. So you see here we have the Backbiter, and you, well, they need to step on it, activated only by the last enemy in a group, which, once again, it evokes that feeling that you are the ambusher. You know, usually it's not that way. Usually you're not going to be seeing these kinds of gameplay mechanics. Most of the time you're going to be the person that's doing the invading. Most of the time you're, you know, just going to be, I don't know, it feels unique in that really nice, satisfying way. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyway, so closes after 2 enemies, crushing the 3rd counted enemy to pass through. And it is indeed brittle. This trap turns into rubble if it can't kill the targeted enemy. So it depends on if you want to do that. Obviously, we also have this, and we can indeed now afford increasing Asterion's health from 18 to 23. We can also increase his speed, and there's also a number of other things we can do here, like increasing the amount of gold we start with, increasing the number of items we start with. We can spend 1 energy to gain 5% of blood needed for the sacrifice. We can rearm a device. It takes 9 seconds to rearm a device. So you can literally do that in the wave itself, right? Which is actually kind of crazy if you think about it. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to get the rearm thing. I think that's way too good to say no. It does take 9 seconds to rearm it, which is quite harsh. So not sure if we're going to have a particularly good time with that, but yes, now you can see here we can choose a new level, and there is a sage shroom over here which gives us a little bit of experience. If you just explore around here, you can find some stuff, and I personally very much like the lighting that you have in this level as well, or in the, shall we say, hub area. I think that's very fun. Okay. So as you can see, this is the abandoned vault, and you see here that we have 4 hunting parties. You have depth 3. Let's have a look at this one. This is depth 2. I think we're probably going to be doing that one. Oh, actually, are we? Depth 2, depth 3? I don't know what the difference is. Ooh. What is the difference? Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. Let's do this one then, I guess. There's significantly more enemy waves. Oh, okay. Let's do it then. Oh dear. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. Ah, yes, we have an archer. It attacks from a distance. That's great. It has 5 HP. It has fire resistance as well. Diggables. Diggables can be removed at the cost of Asterion's energy. When dug, they grant a bit of resources. Energy is replenished after a wave of enemies is defeated. Okay, so we've got a completely different area now, as you can see. And I am very much looking forward to seeing what we can do here. So, let's have a look. So they're coming from here. You can see that there's an archer first, and then we have a bunch of adventurers. And where are the traps? So, we're going to have to do something about that. So let's have a look. Alright. Okay, let's get rid of that wall. Can we do something? Aha! Yes, I see. Interesting. Okay, so let's go like this. These are diggable. So basically what we can do is we can do something like this. We're going to do that. Let's go through here, do this. Go through probably maybe like maybe we should put a little wall up there. Maybe that's cool. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Asterion has 5 energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him over here and get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Yep, that's enough. Oh, that is not enough, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to have to do something a little bit different here. So we're going to have to go like... Ooh, yeah, okay. What are we going to do? Guess we'll do something like this. Something like that. Actually... Yeah, no, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad, actually. Yeah, well, we're probably just going to have to deal with this. There's only 3 enemies. I feel like we should probably be fine if I can get good luck with this. So, we're going to go for a buzzsaw. I really like the buzzsaw trap. And then we can also get a luring trap, or we can get a ballista. Let me see here, actually. Is this guy got 5 HP? He does. He has 5 HP. How much speed do the other ones have? They're the same speed. Okay, so that means we're going to have a really good time here. We are going to hopefully... let's see. We're going to go with a ballista, I believe. And then we will go for... I think a spike trap would probably be really useful. Yeah, let's do that. The luring trap could have been useful too. Could have placed it round about there, but I think the spike trap would probably be good. So what we're going to do is we'll place the ballista like this. And we'll place the spike trap. I think we'll place the spike trap at the very beginning there. And the buzzsaw, well, the buzzsaw is not really going to do too much, unfortunately, at the moment. But I'd like to place it here and here, if we can get 2 of them. And then we can obviously spend gold to acquire more things. If we want to get a pressure plate, you can see here, obviously, this activates certain things. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so you can see here that if you do get some artifacts, you can actually make rats do stuff. So you see here, artifacts, modifiers, and abilities can make use of the rats in various ways, which I have to admit sounds amazing. That sounds very cool. And we're going to just move Asterion over here, and then we will be starting. Let's do it. The archer will die instantly from the spike trap, of course. And then a ballista will shoot one of the adventurers. And then, unfortunately, we're going to have to fight this guy. He's going to be a little bit difficult, potentially. Yep, there we go. That's okay. We didn't take that much damage. That's all right. I could have done that better, but, you know, I didn't really plan it very well. Let's just say that. We did get some healing in between waves as well, which is very nice. Now we're going to be placing a wall down here, and we're going to be getting this... like so. That's kind of what I had planned initially, but then, you know, we obviously ran out of energy. And we are now getting 2 archers to come from this area over here. Okay. What are we going to do with that? Well, we have 3 energy, so... let's see. If I do this... wait. We don't want to do that just yet. Let's go over here. Enemies are going to come from over here as well in just a second too, so that's going to be a problem. So if we get rid of this and then do this, I have 1 more energy. That should be good enough. Let's do that. Get rid of that. There we are. And now what we're going to do is place this here. And then we can maybe place that there. Yeah, something like this. There we go. All right. Yeah, so that's looking really, really good. So as you can see, we have now placed these traps like so. Actually, let's do this. There we go. That's a little bit better for us. Now that places these 2 trap points, and actually 3 trap points that we have there. And who else do we have here? Okay, so we have 2 adventurers coming that way, and we have 2 archers coming this way. So what we want to ideally do is get some more traps. Can I... Ooh, I don't have enough, unfortunately. Can I... Let's reset them. Let's reset these. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is... Well, I actually don't know. I feel like maybe an archer would be pretty easy for us to eliminate with Asterion here. The question is, how much damage does he do per hit? He does 2 damage per hit. So if we do 2 damage with the buzzsaw, that's not good enough. So we are going to need to kill these guys. Yeah, we're going to need to kill these guys a little bit differently. That might be a problem. Yeah. Can we buy something? No, we can't. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. Let's see. Well, what are we going to do? Well, I guess the spike trap would probably be good, and then we'll place the ballista probably like this, even though that's really bad, not very good. We'll play the buzzsaw over there, and then we're going to have to place Asterion over here. That is a little bit harsh. Guess we'll have to do it. Not much I can do. Gonna be a little bit problematic because we don't have any traps there. Let's hope that this is gonna work. Nice. Okay, let's hope the ballista is gonna work because I'm a bit worried about it, to be honest. But Asterion will be able to kill these guys in 1 hit. There we go. Nice. And there we go. Nice. Okay, perfect. That actually worked really, really well. We now have gold. Actually, well, yeah, we have more gold, but we have more blood as well. And there we go. All the traps are now ready. And let's do a little bit of this. Get a blood offering. And we're going to get another trap available for us. Okay, so we can get a luring trap, or we could get more spike traps. I feel like spike traps probably the way to go here. And we have 1 archer coming this way, and we have 1 adventurer coming that way. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's put the spike trap roundabout there, and we have 2 adventurers coming that way as well. Okay, so what we should probably do... Can I... you know what? Let's reset everything. Let's just reset everything while we can. Okay, so 1 archer coming that way. That's basically a done deal. Let's place a spike trap there. And we can place something here. The buzzsaw is not really that much of a problem for us. I guess we could place that roundabout there, I suppose. Ballista like so. And then Asterion could stay in the exact same place. What we could potentially do something pretty cool here, actually. So we could do something like this. And then actually... Yeah, we could do something like this, maybe? Let's actually see whether this works. Maybe it will. Yeah, there you go. So what we can do is we can just add a little bit of extra distance in between. I don't think that really makes that much of a difference, but maybe it's going to be kind of cool. We can also do this for a potential luring trap, possibly. And let's go. Let's do it. Okay, so that guy's already dead. One of them's already dead from the ballista. That guy's dead from the spike trap. This guy will die from the spike trap as well. Boom. Very nice and easy. And then the buzzsaw, which is unfortunately not doing enough damage. It's kind of hoping that we'd be able to get a second one. And there you go. That's it. Nice. And we have 125 gold now. We also got no damage from enemies this time. Yeah, so we have new items in the shop as well. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, so we have another buzzsaw. This is really, really nice in my opinion. I personally really like the buzzsaw because it kills adventurers. If you have 2 of them, it kills adventurers. It's so many of them, actually, because you can just have them step over it again and again. Whereas the spike trap and the ballista, they are 1 use. However, they are very damaging. So I will this time buy the buzzsaw. because I personally like that a great deal. Okay, so we got an adventurer coming that way, archer coming that way, and then 2 adventurers coming this way. So what we'll do is we'll just reset all the traps, and we're going to be placing a buzzsaw here. That's immediately going to kill those. And then we have pretty easy thing to do here. Yeah, this is pretty easy actually. So what we'll do is a nice spike trap there, a ballista this way, and then a spike trap there, and then we are basically done. Yep, pretty much done. I could clear some more. The question is, do I usually store something valuable? Ah, okay. Oh, gold. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, that's actually quite nice. Let's build another wall around about there, just because. And let's do something like this. I just want to try to use as much energy as possible, just because it apparently uncovers some resources. So that's always nice, right? Okay, so yeah, I am pretty much ready. Let's do it. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Should be completely fine. Nice. The buzzsaws are obviously going to do the damage here. I don't think I'm actually even going to have any... Yep, there's no need for me to do anything. Nice and easy. All enemies killed by traps. No damage from enemies. Yes, very nice indeed. And look at this. We can now do another blood offering, which gets me another trap. And now we can get a luring trap if we want to. I think that sounds like a pretty cool idea. Let's do it. And what do we have here? Okay, so we've got 2 adventurers that way. This seems pretty good. Archer coming that way. 2 adventurers coming this way. Alright, so generally a dead end. Okay, well this trap is not really that useful. I think what we'll do is we will... Is there some way that I can actually remove traps from just one place? Because as far as I'm aware, that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so I will have to reset all of them. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, so let's go for a buzzsaw here and here. Then a ballista here, I believe. Wait, yeah. No, actually, do I want that? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Then we'll place a spike trap there. Spike trap there. And then the luring trap technically should be going... Oh, it could go anywhere, actually. The luring trap can go anywhere. You don't actually need a trap spot. So technically we could do this, or we could do this. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I feel like any of these places would be very effective. You know what? I'm actually not even going to place them down, to be honest. I am going to just go and dig around a little bit here. Nice. Let's place this and this. Actually, let's just do this. I want to just make sure that we're getting as much benefit as possible. There we go. Let's take Asterion back there. Nice. And yeah, I guess this is okay. Is everyone good? I think so, right? Yep, let's do it. Yep, should be pretty easy. We don't have to really worry too much. And there's the buzzsaws going off. Should have a pretty easy time here. And there it is. Nice. Alright, look at that. Okay, so we now have, yeah, once again, no enemies. Well, should we say no damage from enemies, and everyone was killed by a trap. We can get more traps available here as well. Let's go for another buzzsaw. I think that sounds pretty fun. And we have have an archer there. Ooh, okay, okay. This shouldn't be too bad, actually. This should be pretty easy for us. We've got a ballista already and a spike trap there. We got a spike trap here, and then we got a buzzsaw. So 2 buzzsaws there. That will not take care of that archer, unfortunately. So what we're going to have to do... Yeah, we're going to have to change things around. So 2 buzzsaws here and here. Then a ballista will have to be going... yeah, we're going to have to do... Spike trap here, spike trap, the second one, and then buzzsaw, or we could do ballista. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, to be honest. Okay, let's do something like this as well. And there we have it. I think that's probably it. That's all we really need to do. We do have energy left, so the question is, should I go and actually do that? I guess we should. This is the final block. Oh, actually, no, there's another one just there. Nice and easy. Just get a little bit of extra gold here and there. You never know when it could come in handy. It might. And there we have it. Oh, I literally just destroyed my trap. Yeah, because it's not a dead end anymore, technically. So let me put that back there. There we go. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, so I do have energy left. And... wait, there is actually one block left. I didn't see that. Okay. Did I do it all? Did I do it all? I think so. All right. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Let's do it. Okay, so should be fine. Should be absolutely good. You can change the speed of the enemies as well, by the way. So if you so desire and you don't really, well, you have the utmost confidence in your abilities, then you can just do whatever you want. I think... Wait a minute. Did I not place another buzzsaw over there? Huh. Well, that was a bit of a mistake on my part, but that's okay. I don't think we really need to worry about this too much because we can just place this guy around about here. There you go. Not too bad. Kill enemies with Asterion. Challenge completed. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so apparently we have some kind of challenge to do with that. That's pretty nice. Okay, so who do we have here? We got 2 adventurers like this. I don't know why we weren't able to... did I not place another... Ah, no, I placed a spike trap there. Oh, interesting. Okay, I probably should have played it the other way around then, shouldn't I? Okay, well, new items in the shop. Do I care about new items in the shop? Not really at the moment. Let's return all the devices back to my hand here. Okay, so we got these. We want buzzsaws. I assume we want buzzsaws with this. I think that's what we'll do. Buzzsaws. And then we'll do spike trap, ballista. Then we'll do spike trap, and then dead end. Yeah, this one. Like that. Ooh, no. That's actually not good. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. You know what? No, actually, it does matter. Okay, yeah. This is... We need to take that away. We can actually take singular traps away. You just have to hold control. I did not realize that before. Okay, so, yeah. If I actually go here, I think this is better. So we'll just do that instead. And I believe we are basically done. So let's go. And then we can change the speed of the game, and you can see them all die in very fast motion. There you go. Look at that. That was nice and easy. Not too bad. And then we have, oh yeah, okay, 3 enemies per wave here. Kind of crazy. All right. So, new items in the store. We probably want to get more of them, don't we? Okay, what is this? Oh no. Okay, a mulcher. Deals full damage to adventurers only. Other enemies receive 1 damage and destroy the trap. Works continuously. Full damage. 30 damage. Are you serious? Wow, that's actually insane. Let's get that. That sounds really fun. Let's also get a ballista or... Yeah, I don't know. We'll get the spike trap. I think we'll get the spike trap. Why not? That sounds pretty fun. So what does the mulcher do? So I would like to place the mulcher here. I guess. And I will remove the luring trap. We'll place another luring trap somewhere else. What do we have here? We have a spike trap, ballista. Let's place another luring trap around about here. That will deal with one of them at least. And then we have, what do we have here? Buzzsaw. Yeah, that is not going to work here. So we're going to have to remove these. Let's place a spike trap there. And then we can put a... Well... There's not much to do here, actually, unfortunately. I could do damage to them, but the problem is, yeah, no, that's not really going to work. So I think what we're going to have to do is we will literally let them track Asterion, and then we will have them run over this buzzsaw. Actually, both. Yes. Let's have them run over this. There we go. Secret combo revealed. What? What did I reveal just there? 2 buzzsaws in a clear line will connect for an extended effect. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Look at that. So now you have a buzzsaw like this that literally runs across the ground. Whoa, okay. That's actually pretty crazy. So let's play Asterion over here. And this is the final wave, or should be the final wave. The mulcher, I don't actually know what it's going to do, so I think I'm going to just play the buzzsaw over there just in case. Just in case it sucks. And we'll see what happens. Okay, that guy's dead. That's fine. The ballista's dead. Asterion is actually getting shot. Ah, yes. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Well, that's okay. So, basically, I made a mistake there. Asterion was in line of sight. Which, obviously, is not good, because the archer can just shoot me from that distance. Boom. There we go. Okay, not bad. That would have actually gone a lot better, obviously, if I'd realized about the whole line of sight thing, but that's okay. And look at that, we leveled up massively. Very nice. Look at that. We got an excellence bonus, which does give you more experience. So the better you play, the more you get rewarded, as you might expect, of course.
It was forged by Hephaestus himself, a maze of mazes, forever shifting and changing, merciless to invaders, yet beneficent to its masters.
Then it really is alive?
It learned to obey me. It will learn to obey you too, but only because it wishes to.
So it will keep us safe. Protect us always.
Alas, not even Labyrinthos may defy the gods forever.
And indeed, there we go. We've got some great voice acting in this as well, in my opinion. Okay, so let's actually go over here.
This is it, Daedalus. This is how I vanquish Theseus's thugs and reclaim my throne. Power from the gods, hidden in the depths.
Nothing is hidden without reason, my boy. Be sure of your course. And be sure of your cause.
And as you see, we have a scroll. And the altar of Ares, and spoke he unto his zealots, who sought victory over their challengers, who sought vengeance over wrongdoers, who sought veneration from the lesser men. Unto all of them said Ares, I am Ares, the god of war. You bow to me like you did before. With ecstasy they offered blood on his altar, as he commanded them, as he commanded those who came before them. And he bestowed his might upon them, and they became godlike as he foretold. And what made them weak diminished tenfold, and what made them feared surged tenfold. Very cool. I like that kind of thing. Alright, so we will now also have the ability to pick up other scrolls. So you could see here we have the letter from Ariadne, who is literally talking to Asterion himself. Asterion, I hope this message reaches you. I've bribed a servant to find a group of adventurers headed out for the Labyrinth and sneak it into their equipment. My beloved brother, I loathe what our father did to you. Being locked in a labyrinth is no fate for a descendant of kings, heir to the throne of Crete. I'm using all the resources at my disposal to devise a solution for your rescue. I make haste, but this might take time. Please stay safe. And then we have another one. Letter to Spiros. Okay, I'm not entirely sure who this is to, but yes, we'll see. Spiros, I'm writing this letter in case you follow my expedition into the Labyrinthos. Here's what I've discovered so far. It's not just one maze, it's a maze of mazes. It reaches deep into the ground. The abyss is filled with labyrinths, and the connections keep shifting and changing. I can't seem to find a way up. Only different ways going downwards. Go back. Indeed. Okay, so yeah, obviously there are some traps, well not traps, there are some chests and treasures and so on and so forth around here as well, so you do want to try to explore. And what do we have over here? Lost souls. Give them silver obols to purchase an artifact. That sounds amazing. I think we'll probably do that in a second.
This is pleasant and warm.
And then we have the Imaginarium, of course, and we can get a seesaw. What does that do? Asterion activates. Deals high damage when stepping on one plate while an enemy is on the other plate. It has no rearm. A winding spike trap. Deals damage to every third counted enemy. Works continuously. That sounds pretty cool. I actually like the backbiter quite a bit. Gonna buy that. Advanced luring trap. Deals bonus damage for path length. Ah, range damage. Oh, and you also have a Trojan Minotaur here. Enemies will advance toward it and attack it. Okay. Backbiters, different ones. Ah. Immobilizes. Deals damage. Okay. I don't know about this. I guess we'll go with that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Might as well. And now we can afford some extra things. Ah, yes, we can increase Asterion's damage from 2 to 3. I think that's actually extremely powerful, so I'm going to be taking that right away. That sounds way too good for me to say no. We have more device options. Increases the number of devices you could choose in Make-A-Wish by 1, so by 3 to 4. Starting items, abilities, exert. Sacrifice 5 health for 1 energy. No. Destroy non-permanent wall at the cost of 3 health. That could be extremely, extremely powerful if you do it right. I think we might want to increase his HP. That's probably the way to go. Upon victory, remaining gold is converted to gems in a better ratio from 40 to 1 to 30 to 1. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I probably want to do that. But let's increase his health first. Just in case. Let's do some starting gold. I think starting gold a little bit more would be kind of nice. Starting items, maybe. I don't know. For me personally, I feel like the other things are not really going to be something that I'm personally going to use that much. But maybe it is going to be cool. Let's go and spend the obols while we can, because getting an artifact is definitely my thing. Okay, let's have a look. Ballista projectiles penetrate enemies they can kill and deal 1 damage to enemies who they can't kill. Wow, that's actually insanely strong. Each wave, base damage of the first launched trap projectile is increased by 2 times. Wow. Okay. This, I mean, no offense right now, but I personally think that the ballista thing is insanely good. So I'm probably going to take that. I think that's really strong, at least. Maybe that's just me. Alright, so we have 1 place to choose from, as you can see right there. We have the door to the abandoned vault. Do we have anywhere else that we can go? No, it doesn't seem like it. At least I don't think so. We have a little wall over there that I can remove. Does this actually lead anywhere? It doesn't seem like it. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm kind of surprised about that. It does award us with some stuff, but very, very little amounts of gems. Not really anything that we need to write home about. So let's continue onward. There we go. We're going to go on to the abandoned vault here, and let's go. I love this game, as you can clearly tell. You know, it's just so fun. It gives you that really palpable feeling that you are, in fact, the Minotaur in the Labyrinth. It does give you that. Okay, so the question is, here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 gates, and they're all along the left and upper side. So we don't have to worry about anything in the back over there. All right, well, let's see. We've got an archer and 2 adventurers. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so first of all, we do not want them... we don't want them going straight to the place, do we? No. We don't want them going straight to the place. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to do something like this. Yep, there we go. Immediately, actually, wait a minute. Oh, wait. That's not actually going to work, is it? Yeah, that's not actually going to work. Well, we probably want to do something like, let's get rid of this block over here. And we probably want to... we want them to go that way. Let's just get this guy going over here. There we go. Let's do something like this. There we are. Okay, that's a little better, but we need to do this. There we go. Okay, so now they're going to walk over that trap, which is exactly what we wanted. And we probably also want them to go through here. So let's do a little bit of this. There we go. So they're going to go over that trap as well. And we want them to go over this trap too if we can. That's going to be a little bit problematic possibly. Let's see if we can do that. We are... Yeah, these are permanent walls, unfortunately, so I look to be a little bit out of luck. Yeah, that is a little bit out of luck for me right there. Okay, so we're going to have to do this. That is a permanent wall. Unless I just... Yeah, no, I mean, this is going to be... That's going to be impossible. I'm going to need to rework everything after the fact, by the looks of things. I have 1 energy remaining. So the question is, what am I going to do? That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yes, that is a bit of a problem. I think we'll probably have to do... Maybe we'll have to lead them all the way around. That might be the play. If that is the play, we should probably do something like this. Let's get this gone over here. Build that. Build this. Okay, yeah, that's going to have to do. Let's have a look-see here. Okay, Ballista is going to be absolutely insane for us, so we're going to be taking that straight away. The Backbiter 2A does 8 damage. How can we say no to it? It's going to be extremely, extremely powerful for us. So I think we'll probably be taking that. I mean, 8 damage, that's kind of crazy, right? Or at least I think so. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? And then we can get a Buzzsaw or another Spike Trap. I think we'll probably get the Spike Trap, because we want it to be able to kill pretty much everything. Okay, so the question is, how are we going to do this? Yes, okay, so the Ballista will have to go like this. And the Backbiter will kill the last one. We don't have... Oh, no, we do have enough. Okay, that's actually fine. Let's put the Backbiter there and put this one there. And then we are completely fine. We can actually get a hit... Well, we could get a hidden passage if we want to. Yeah, we could. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to begin the hunt straight away. And yeah, this should be pretty simple. So the Backbiter, as you can see, is going to... Boom! Oh, I love that. That is so fun. That is really, really fun. The last enemy in the group. There's the Spike Trap. Boom. And now the only thing that is left is the Ballista. But it's so funny because we have that artifact that makes it so that the bolt immediately goes through if it kills the opponent. Boom, that guy's 100% dead. And now we can get another trap straight away if we want to. That's going to be extremely nice for us immediately. Now the question is, I think I should probably just continue removing every single block that we can, because that's going to enable us to have a lot more, well, shall we say, a lot more options. And I think this is going to be very much required. So, this is a bit of a problem already. 2 archers followed by an adventurer. I think a luring trap is probably going to be the way to go here, but a Backbiter sounds really good. But yeah, the luring trap is going to be definitely super, super useful for us now, because what we can do is we can place it around about here. That's going to lure 1 person. Could play it here. Could play it here. I think actually pretty much, yeah, I think it's pretty cool there. I think it's pretty fun. Okay, yeah, so we have only 2 people here. So we can remove the Backbiter. The Spike Trap will be good over there. The problem is, I kind of want... Well, I'd like it, ideally, if they would run into my Ballista, but this is not going to work. So the question is, okay, so what do we have? What can I do here? Well, we can do something like this. And then we can... I have no more energy, unfortunately, so we can do something like this instead. Ah, this is perfect. This is actually going to work quite nicely. So what we can do is I could potentially... Yes, the Ballista will stay there. And we will remove the Spike Trap here, and we will get a Spike Trap like... yeah, something like this... Yeah, I needed to remove this section here. That would have been the way to go. Unfortunately, I did not do that. So that's unfortunate for me, isn't it? Yeah, okay, well, it looks as though I won't be able to do anything about that. So the luring trap will kill one of those archers, and the Spike Trap will kill another one, and then we are unfortunately out of luck So that's a problem, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. I'm not sure what we can do about that. Yeah, because I have no energy remaining. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, I guess. I mean, I could do the ballista. That's the thing. Okay, fine. We're going to do something a little bit different. Ballista's going to go there. We can kill very easily, actually. We can kill them. Let's try and see what we can do. This is only going to affect them once they have moved from there. So the ballista will shoot. Will hopefully kill 2 enemies. And then the luring trap will deal with the last one. And then we can just do... we'll do backbiter here, spike trap there. Okay. That's it. Okay, that should be fine. Should be good. Hopefully. I mean, there we go. That one's already dead. And then we'll see what happens with those guys up there. That guy's going to die from the spike trap. Let's see if the ballista actually does what we want it to. It would have. But unfortunately, we are in a bit of an unlucky spot here. There we go. That guy's dead. And we're doing some pretty massive damage, so I don't think we need to really worry about it too much. But obviously, as I said, this just was not good because the enemy immediately got shot by the ballista when we really what we wanted it to do is obviously shoot when they're both in the line. But that is not what happened, unfortunately. So that is a bit of a problem. Okay, well, let's just see. So we've got this again. We've got an adventurer and an archer. Archer and an adventurer. Just one of them. Okay, yeah, that should be completely fine. Risky. This group will deal a lot of damage. Okay. So what do we have here? Well, we ideally want them to go around. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't have enough for any traps. So... let me actually just go over there and have a look. So let's just do this. Can I go to the store? Yes, I can. Okay, we can buy a spike trap. Explosive injection. What? Injects the enemy, causing them to suffer 3 damage over 10 seconds. If they die during that time, they explode, dealing 8 damage to nearby enemies. That's fun. Wow, that's actually very, very fun. Unfortunately, 3 damage over 10 seconds, but... if you kill them in that time, which means that you could use another trap to do it, big explosion happening, right? Big explosion. That would be pretty fun. Alright, so I've got 4 traps, and we have 5 enemies. So we're going to have to do something rather creative here. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We could do something pretty cool, though. There's one adventurer there. Okay, so I suppose what I'm going to do is I will... place Asterion over there, and then we will just try to deal with the rest ourselves. So what we'll do is we'll put backbiter here, this here, and then the ballista. Well, the problem with the ballista is that it's not that effective with this. I guess it's going to have to do, though, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we'll just have to place it there, and then we'll have to play this round about there. That's going to be fine. This is only 4 damage. That's why it didn't kill that archer. So that's something that I needed to take advantage of, or shall we say, to realize. That's okay. So there you go. The archer's dead. That guy's dead as well. The adventurer will die in a second as well here, and obviously we're going to do damage to this one in just a second. There we go. We are going to take a little bit of damage, unfortunately, but that's just how it goes, and that's it. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I'd prefer not to take any damage, obviously, but I'm not using the ballista as best as I could here, but that's just because we don't have a very good angle for it at the moment. Let's try and get another nice trap here. Okay, so we got another ballista spike trap. I think a spike trap's probably pretty cool. Gonna go for that. Yeah, okay, so we've got 2 archers coming that way. We've got an archer that way. Oh, wow, yeah, okay, this is kind of harsh. How are we going to do this? I'm going to reset everything, actually. Let's reset everything. So we've got 2 archers around about there. Okay, so ideally what we want to do is we want to... Let's have... I'd kind of wish that the... Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can do something here. I doubt that's going to really work. But yeah, that's not going to work. Should have cleared that out beforehand, I guess. But well, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, too much. We are going to be completely fine here, or at least I think so. We have 2 archers that way, and then we have a luring trap, 2 archers this way. It would be fantastic if we could shoot them. So the ballista will have to hopefully shoot them. I actually don't think that's going to work, because what's going to happen is the ballista will shoot really, really quickly. Actually, you know what? We could do this. Is that better? I'm actually not sure. That might be better. Maybe. Yeah, these guys are dangerous, so ideally what we want to try to do is this. A luring trap. That's not going to work, actually. We want a luring trap to go off first. So let's do something like this. There we go. Then they're going to go over the spike trap. The luring trap will go off first. Let's get that around about there. And the luring trap will go off first, which means it will kill the adventurer, because the adventurer is 4 HP, so that's great. And then the spike trap will kill the archer. Then the backbiter will kill one of the archers over here, or we could get the spike. The 2 adventurers over there are not going to be that dangerous for us, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about it. We could also go and buy something. Yeah, so we could actually buy something here. What is this? Yeah, no. I feel like we should probably just get another spike trap here. That's probably going to be the play. And we're going to be going for spike trap kill there. We should probably hide Asterion. Yeah, so the ballista will kill one of those guys, and then we'll have a spike trap kill the other one. And then the backbiter... yeah, Asterion will actually get on that. The backbiter will do this one, and there we have it. Okay, yeah, so what he's going to do is he's going to wait around about here. He's literally going to wait here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate or reactivate the spike trap once it has killed the first enemy. And then what we're going to do is hopefully have that, have someone step over that again. So let's see if that actually happens. Okay, nice spike trap right there. Nice kill from the ballista. We've got the luring happening. That's great. Then we got this. Nice, he's dead. Let's try to redo this. Takes 9 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, that was not that was not very good. We can actually redo it multiple times as well, as you can see right there. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that you could actually do it multiple times. I thought you could only do it once, but yeah, he can actually do that any single time he likes, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. But yeah, I should have kind of known that it was going to be way too close. But it's okay, you know. We got a decent amount of experience, not as much as I would have liked.
These walls, I used to dream of them in marble, not stone.
Oh yes, indeed, marble instead of stone. That's always the way to go here. And here we go. What do we have? The case of the vanishing boulder. I think I'm going mad. This is a recollection of the events that transpired in recent months that I can't wrap my mind around. I've had a falling out with the gods. Long story short, they were like, Sisyphus, you devious and cunning yet puny human, push this boulder upwards, like from the depths of Tartarus all the way up to the ground floor. But I'm a beast of a man, and a proper stallion, dare I say. Easy peasy, back home in a week. Or so I thought. I've been pushing the boulder a couple of floors every day, because that's how awesome I am. But every now and then, after a nap, I'm puzzled to say the boulder is gone. It's a huge-ass rock. How can it just be gone? And so I have to fetch a new one downstairs. That's a hell of a stroll. Pun unintended. You should see my calves, magnificent and delicious. Attaching a drawing. Anyways, every now and then I swear I hear distant battle, and amidst the warfare, cacophony of cries of pain and crackle of crushed limbs, I hear a faint rumble or a rolling boulder. Is that my boulder? That is hilarious. Okay, love that. Yeah, it's just got so much personality. It's just really, really nice. Oh, and we also have another scroll down there. What do we have? A bounty. A bounty on Asterion. Okay. The target is hiding somewhere in the labyrinth. This is a kill job. Our benefactor does not want him captured alive. The target is a kid, no combat training, easy money. He might be getting help from old Daedalus. If you find him, bring his head too. We might get a bonus. Oh, we might get a bonus, eh? Yeah, I'm sure you will. Alright, so we are gonna just get a nice little thing. Nice little restorative, as it were. And that is going to be it for this episode. If you would like to check out Minos for yourself, there is a link in the description. As you can tell, this is a very polished and slick experience, as you might expect from a game published by Devolver Digital as well. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.